Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, of course, with my buddy, Michael Anthony Fitness. And as always, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, you know, it ain't working without you guys.
You know what's cool?
What's cool?
We're about to have merchandise going to Mexico.
That's right. Well,
as soon as figure out the shipping label, we'll be going to Mexico.
Well, let me finish. You want to go to Staples real quick and see if we can figure it out?
Yeah, because you know how it is.
Are you wait? Or what time you leaving?
You have to go drop that stuff off.
Okay.
I'm not delivering now. I'm delivering tomorrow.
Yeah. So we've sent stuff to Canada.
I think it said
Canada, England. We got shit in England. I think Germany. We had somebody, I think, who was in the military. I think that one might be Japan. So, I'm not sure where, but somebody got some stuff. It was a military address.
Yeah, I know who it is, but I'm not going to.
But yeah, so we international. Our shit is international.
Yeah,
and so Todd Wilson, it's going to Mexico.
Yeah, the one that went, I think, to Japan, he ordered a shot glass rack. Dallas Cowboys.
Okay.
I remember.
And Mr. Trucker's Life. That dude, man, he's all across the United States. He got one of the cutting boards over there. So
he won one.
He was talking. I forgot what he said he was ready to cook yesterday when because he was joined us for our Zoom in call yesterday, and boy, he has a wealth of knowledge. But what I want to tell you about a couple of things here. New England apparently is making calls, lots of calls about trading up into the top 10. Now, I don't know if that means above us, that they're looking to go up there further than the Dallas Cowboys pick at 10. But that's what we actually really want to hope for, is to have a run on offensive players.
Yeah, someone take Kyle Pitts, please.
Well,
I think the Bengals are going to probably take them if they don't move.
I think they need a tackle more than anything else. They need somebody to block for their quarterback, because they can't afford him to get Joe Burrow to get beat up again. They need an offensive line, but who knows? But we definitely have a lot of teams that are making some calls and trying to get in there. Interesting question that actually happened today with the Stephen Jones interview was that they were saying about if the Washington football team called you up to make a trade, would you trade with Washington for Washington to move up to try and get a quarterback? Now, for me, that's trading too far back. 19th, unless it's one of those deals that literally blows you away, like we'll give you 2 number ones in a second, then I'd be like, okay, 3. And that might be what it would take. But yeah, I don't think you'd get 3 though. But then again, who knows? It would have to be a deal that would blow your socks off.
What does the algorithm?
But would you change?
The question is, what does the algorithm say?
Oh, the algorithm, to move up 9 spots, you'd have to give up a lot of compensation for that.
I want to know what the algorithm says and see if it gets on close to that.
For that, to move up 9 spots to the top 10 from 9, I mean, they moved.
You could probably find it online and figure out what the algorithm is.
Try to remember where they moved from when they went up to get RG3 and they gave up 3 number ones in a second. I don't think it was more than 9. I think it was less than 9 picks, but who knows? That would be amazing. So here's the thing. Nobody knows what's going to happen. Nobody knows who's going to bite on one pick. And the thing is one trade all of a sudden can end up making everybody else all of a sudden think differently. If you're thinking that the player that you wanted, like if you are thinking that I'm going to get a quarterback at 10 for the Cowboys, and then all of a sudden you find out Washington trades up to 4, then you realize, oh shit, then we got to do something differently than what we were thinking about doing, because the guy we thought was going to be there at 10's not there. You follow what I'm saying? And that's one of the reasons why I don't like to mess with a whole mock draft stuff. All the work that everybody's done in mock drafts is done. Exactly. You got to. I ain't trying to do this stuff twice.
Has 2 number 1 picks now.
Right. So that changes it. Yeah.
Somebody else has got 2 number 1 picks recently.
Yeah, so it makes no rhyme or reason. But we'll see if anything happens here. I expect, actually, I don't really expect somebody to trade with you right now, but maybe I could be wrong. I think you would end up being more likely that it happens during the draft itself because you want to be able to grab that guy, you know, right now because all of a sudden this guy's falling here and there and everywhere. So we'll wait and see what other rumors that we hear. Of course, we know Sean Lee has retired, and he put out a what?
Is he retired, like retired, or is he coaching?
He's retired. But see,
he needs to be a coach.
I think, well, and that's the thing. I think the Cowboys really want him to become a coach for them. I hope this isn't one of those situations where we have a player
Jalen
that
Smith, that one actually got a little bit better that 1 year because of him.
Well, you do. You need a guy who's a veteran that knows their stuff. But I think, and I'm going to go into this more in another video, but I think the Cowboys are going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm trying to put together the pieces. Another YouTuber did talked about this a couple days ago. I think Stewart shared it with me, and I can't remember the guy's name, but talking about the rover position. And this is where it's beginning to kind of make sense of the former Atlanta Falcon guys that we ended up signing. And when we start talking about Keanu, Keanu Neal being a linebacker, that I think the Cowboys defense is evolving to meet the challenges of today's offenses. You know, we've got two issues on our defense, okay? One being that we can't stop the run. Two, safety being an issue. Three, when you have teams with multiple wide receivers of being able to cover them. And I think what they're looking at is, in the same way we saw the evolution of fullback to the H-back for Washington football team, I think you're seeing the evolution of the hybrid safety linebacker where, you know, I can cover, but I can also tackle. And I'm better suited to be able to take people in the slot because when I look at Jalen Smith covering guys in the slot, it's not real good. Jalen Smith has not been a good cover linebacker. But you also need a guy who can tackle well, that's a safety. And so I think that rover position, which is a linebacker / safety, may be more what they use, and the Cowboys may be doing more of a traditional linebacker set where you basically have more defensive backs. But it's not just a defensive back that is going to get run on. It's a defensive back that's really a safety who can hit. And that would be an interesting change where the Cowboys are actually now trendsetters as opposed to followers of what everybody else has done, right? What time were you leaving to go take that stuff in? Do we have time to go? Because I need to go to Best Buy too.
We just have to go to Staples because I forgot.
Well, the Staples is if you go down there.
Because I forgot that you can do UPS at Staples too.
So we can take it to Staples and deliver and do it all.
All I need to do is drop the package.
Okay. All right. So we got to run and do that stuff, and I'll be back. Peace.